All right, we've got a lot to break down in this one. And for those of you watching for the first time, I like to give a little background on myself. And basically, I've been playing for the last 2 decades. I hop on about 4 times a week playing mid stakes. And I don't have one type of strategy like GTO, ABC, or whatever. I really focus on two things. The first is making good decisions because at the end of the day, that's what we have control over. And the second thing is that I try to use strategies against my opponents and exploit them as much as possible, meaning I'm going to bluff without hesitating if I think somebody is weak. And after playing so many hands, you kind of just pick up on these little things a lot quicker. Of course, as I'm getting into this, though, I wanted to let you guys know we do have an awesome community you can get in. It's going to be in the pinned comments section where you can talk with me one-on-one or some other high-level members. Kind of if you're stuck or hitting a wall at your current stake and just want to take things more seriously and to the next level, I highly recommend getting in there. Also, if you could tap the like on this, and let's get right into this. And this is going to run for about 15 to 20 minutes, guys. So just grab a bottle of water, some Gatorade, or some coffee, and yeah, man, let's lock in. What else can I say? All right, anyways, got an ace 10 suited here, looking pretty nice, I got to say. Spades. Plus, we're going to be in the big blind here, which is always nice. Good hand to have here. All right, now we got player 6 limping on the button, and that's a big no-no, man. You can't be limping on the button. Come on now. Can't be doing that. All right, over to player 1, who I believe is I'm just going to fold this. All right, so we're going to kick this up. Pretty standard here. 1750 piece if he wants to call, which I'm assuming he's going to do. I think we could be putting him on like a low pocket pair, possibly like suited connectors, you know what I'm saying? Now, he didn't have a whole lot left. If we take a look at what player 6 had left, he didn't have a lot here. And I'm definitely thinking he's pretty weak here. So turn card was actually good. There's 2 flush draws out there. They all missed. I think he might call this with some kind of draw, which is kind of why I did this. If he has like a pair too, like maybe he calls, but I doubt it. I felt like, and let's see what he's got, a 4 or 5 offsuit. I mean, just absolutely hilarious. I don't even understand what he was doing there, even playing that hand to begin with. That is not how you guys want to play. Okay, that was just something right there. I can't even explain what happened right there. It was just kind of like, what's going on? Next time we got an ace 8 suited. Diamonds looking pretty good here. Not a good flop for it though, so probably just check fold unless maybe we hit an ace on the turn or something. Really, just not a whole lot to get excited about here. You know what I mean? So. Anyways. All right, player 5 kind of continued here. There is a flush draw out there with the hearts. Really not a whole lot else. See what player 5 does here. All right. River card was a diamond, a 4 diamonds. I'm thinking player 5 is probably going to check this back. And wow, that was so sneaky. Did you guys see that? That was a really good check back by player 5, especially because player 3 rivered that, and it was very sneaky. That was a very sneaky check, man. That could have been bad for player 5 if he had something really strong right there. But yeah, don't know what else to say about that. All right, pocket 10s, man. See if we can get something going with pocket 10s. But yeah, stick around to the end, guys. It is going to get good. We're just kind of ramping up, and this is just how I like to start things off. Just kind of go over my thought process because it is what it is, right? All right, so we're going to be opening here with 10s. Player 3 is going to fold. Let's see, player 4. No, I think everybody actually folded this one, unfortunately. I think we have another situation with 10s coming up a little bit later. So we had pocket 10s a couple times in this. Okay, and the next one. King 10 suited, man. Looking real good here. Got the clubs. Got the clubs. All right. Yeah. Gonna open this up to the 1250 piece. All right, and I do think player six is going to call us here. If we got re-raise in this spot, totally fine too. I'm fine with that. You know, we'll see what happens. All right, that is the flop you want to see with king 10. And I mean, we got to assume player four and six probably don't have a whole lot here. But when player four led out right here, I was like, okay, sure. You know, there's no reason for us to raise this, right? So we're just going to call. There could be some situations where we're behind, but I'm really not thinking that at all. I think player four was kind of just going for it here, you know? All right, he's going to check it. I'm going to check it back. Would have been really nice to hit the 10. But player four checked it again here. So I figured he's probably not going to call this, but we got to throw some value out there anyways, you know? Maybe he calls with the pair here, like of threes or something. I don't know. No, he folded it, so it is what it is. Wasn't expecting the flop to be that good for a king 10 suited, but we will take it. It's okay. I'm not going to complain. All right, so we're starting to do pretty good, you know, kind of just getting into this still. We're up a little bit, feeling pretty good. Going to pat myself on the back, and we're going to chug along here, okay? We're going to chug along. All right, king deuce, folded this. Not playing it, no, sir. No, sir. If it was suited, sure. Late position, sure. All right, king queen off here. Also, yeah, let's take a look at the players at the table. Player one was doing pretty good. Everybody else is kind of just, you know, chopping around for the most part. So, but here we go. I'm going to open it up to the 1250 piece. Back over to, maybe player four called this, let's see. Back over to player six, who is going to make the call. And we did hit top pair here, so feeling good about that. Obviously, we had to continue here. Now, this hand was very strange, and you guys are going to see exactly why shortly here. You know, obviously, when he calls, you know, totally fine. Like, I mean, we're good here. Turn card put out a four of hearts. Now we're blocking hearts, so really nothing to worry about there as far as like a, you know, backdoor draw. He could be, when he let out here, this was very strange to me. Like, I was like, what are you doing? River card was an ace, and then check out look at the player six made right here. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? He's gonna just come over the top. Look at this. Now, I don't know if he had a set there. I guess maybe that's what he was trying to say he had, but, you know, I couldn't make that call, even though it just didn't make any sense. If that was a bluff, it was, you know, pretty out there, but whatever. He got it done. Good for him, and we progress. Now, I folded this a6 offsuit, but this flop for it was like, look at that, man. We would have flopped the boat with ace six offsuit. Now, you know, I'm not playing that unless we're in late position, like on the button and I'm raising, or if we're suited. Otherwise, you know, I'm not playing it, but still, that's something right there, huh? That is something. All right. Player four going for the min here on the flop. I mean, what is this? You see some plays, man, you know, even from people playing mid stakes like this, that you just kind of like just roll your eyes at. You're like, what are you doing, man? Anyways. All right, so we went down a little bit, still doing fine though, and then we get Jack 9 suited, which is kind of, you know, the hand that took us on the path here. Now, you know, we're playing pretty deep in this, right? So I'm obviously going to be opening here with the Jack 9. If somebody wants to re-raise us, I'm going to make a call, you know. You got to understand, like, when people are re-raising you, they could have big pocket pairs, but a lot of the time it could be a couple overcards, you know, ace, king, ace, queen, suited type of stuff. So you kind of just have to navigate when you make, you know, re-raise calls with hands like this, you know, Jack 9 suited, 10-9 suited. You could even throw those queen 9 suiteds because those hit straights pretty good. But you guys kind of get the idea what I'm talking about here. And player 4 is going to re-raise here. He's going to kick it up pretty pretty large, which kind of put us in a spot like, do we want to continue? And of course, I want to continue. I'm not going anywhere. So he kicked it up to the 5-0. I am going to make a call, and hopefully we could see some straight draws or some heart draws. I would take that too. I'd take some straight flush draws too. Let's throw those in the mix. Why not? But we're not going anywhere. And player 6 did kind of just make it at the table. They sat him down. You can see he's doing real good. It's a good day for him. Okay, and player 3 is also going to come along here. So we're going to go 3 ways, and things are going to get interesting here, guys. I'll say that. Now we are going to end up hitting top pair. We don't have the spade draw. We have to be worried about over pairs at this point. But if there's a continuation here that's not too big, I am going to continue. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm kind of hoping it just checks to the turn, which is also possible. It's possible that it checks to the turn. And guess what? It did. And we hit the 9. And I'll tell you what, feeling pretty good about this. Okay, so we got the 9. I decided to lead out here pretty large. I wanted to make it look a little bit bluffy too, and if one of these guys is slow playing an overpair to this board, I don't think they're gonna fold. To be completely honest with you, I don't think they're gonna fold. I probably wouldn't. Player 3 is going to do what I was hoping for, man. He's gonna come over the top here. Player 4 is gonna tank this, I think, for a little bit here, and end up letting it go. And of course, we're going to indulge player 3, who's got 10s, and he's looking for a 2-outer, which he did not get. That would have been pretty gross if that queen was a 10, though. But yeah, guys, there's a few more hands if you want to sit back and watch, but I just wanted to kind of go through some things here. And, I'll tell you what, I hope you enjoyed another one here. Like I said, pin comment, get in the community, man. We can talk, if you're hitting a wall, struggling, anything like that. Definitely here to help. And, subscribe, tap the like, and we'll see you in the next one, guys.